So I thought I would go ahead and pop on here and do a quick flip through of the December daily that I did this year for 2020, the year 2020. We're in 2021 now, but we're not to the December daily of it. But anyway, so let me just pull it out of my traveler's notebook that I had it housed in. Again, this was a Webster's Pages. It's got stuff all over it right now. I gotta clean it off. But this is a Webster's Pages traveler's notebook that fits a wide size, Kaya wide size, and I use it pretty much every Christmas for my December daily. So let me just put that to the side. This was a traveler's notebook that is by Coco Daisy. This is their standard size memory keeper traveler's notebook that they put out every month. I just happened to pick up the one for December this year. I covered the outside of it with the scrapbook paper. I had a little pocket here in case I wanted to use it. I actually never ended up using it, but that's fine. The cover page just says December, and I will probably end up putting numbers 2020 underneath. The first page is just us going, just a little story about how the kiddos got some just little chocolates for Advent, and we weren't really good about doing it every day, but it was fun. Maybe we'll get better at that next year. I don't know. Next page was our first big snow of the year, and it was fun. The kids had a lot of a blast. The very first snow actually was the previous day, but my kiddos actually had more fun the second day because it was just more wet, and my oldest built this ginormous snowball, so he ended up we ended up taking pictures of that. And then the kiddos got some quilts in from their grandmother, and it's actually their great-great-grandmother's quilts that she made, and so I just took pictures of each one of those quilts. And then I just did some cutting of corners and stuff like that up here, and put in some little yarn at the, well, or whatever, this trim right here. Next page is just basically my kiddos being them goofy selves, and it's just talking about how we goof around, you know, and this is just us. This is just our lives. The next one, it just talks about how I had a girls' day out with my friends, and we went to a place called, what is it called? Oh, Another Broken Egg. Anyways, and they sell Another Broken Egg. It's like a chain, but they sell like their own mugs, and they had Christmas editions.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Oh, Alexa's
like
talking to me. Hold on.
So try restarting.
Okay, I unplugged her. She just randomly started talking. Anyways, so I just took a picture of my mug that I got there at Another Broken Egg, and yeah, that was fun. And then here I just listed all of my favorite Christmas movies that are in my top 10, and I put a few of the pictures that of the movies that I love. Not all of them, obviously. The next one was just some of the Christmas books that I've read this past month, and I just talked about how a lot of these I do through Audible, or I'll do it through like my library, like Audible books. And so yeah, and down here I just punched out some Christmas trees from some scrapbook paper, some that came in the actual kit, and then another piece that just came in a sticker order that I had gotten from Etsy. So here we talked about, I had a story, it does not go with this picture, but I had a story about how we had some horses that got loose from a nearby boarding, and they ended up coming through the backyard of our school. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. And so I did not get pictures of them. I was so sad that I didn't, but it was pretty crazy. We've never had horses running around behind our school. So anyways, I just thought I had to record that. This actually goes to this My Happy Place. It just talks about how I love to journal, and like this is just part of where I love to journal. It's just, this is my happy spot. Like, everybody needs that space to unwind, and this is one of my places. And the next one is just talking about how we had a week full of dress-up days, and we had Ugly Sweater Day, and Red Day, and Favorite Character Day, and Green Day, and so I just took pictures. Tina, who is one of my best friends, but also my aide at school, we took a selfie, but then our other best friend, who is not with us there at school with us anymore, she's with us in spirit, so I had to stick her picture in there. And then this was just talking about how the kids all decorated some sugar cookies, and we had a blast. I took a picture of her little green tongue that she had, and this is all the works of art that they had when they were finished. I thought that was pretty cute. And then here is a picture of my closet. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was insane how I couldn't even hardly walk in my closet when it came to Christmas shopping. I mean, granted, we were shopping for a lot of people, but it was insane. So, and then once it was all done, it was just kind of showing about how the picture, or some of the presents that are wrapped, not all of them. Here was another day of Christmas baking, and so the kids were decorating more cookies, and I just talked about how holiday baking had begun. And then I did a this or that Christmas edition, and I circled, between Christmas music and Christmas movies. I prefer the movies. Store-bought gifts or homemade gifts, I prefer homemade. Eggnog to spice cider, I prefer spice cider. Gingerbread to sugar, I prefer sugar. Real tree to fake tree. I have a fake tree, so I just circled that. I don't know, I probably would like a real tree. It's a Wonderful Life or Christmas Story, and I circled A Christmas Story. And then elves or snowmen, I prefer elves. And then white lights to colored lights, I prefer the colored lights. So that was kind of fun just to stick in there and see in a few years my tastes change. I talked about a little date with my gal pals and like where we went, and this picture goes with this story. And we just this day before, my husband sent me this picture. It was an Ugly Sweater Day, and he is such a goofball, you guys. Look at him. He's posing with his sweater. He's so funny. Anyways, and then I also stuck in here a little card about the Christmas star and how it appeared this year on the 21st. And I just stuck a photo of it in here. And then this was Christmas Eve. I didn't journal every single day, but most every day. But Christmas Eve, we went to my parents' house, and we read our story from Luke. And then we also had gifts with my parents and my nieces and their children. And then the next day, I just journaled about Christmas, and I stuck photos of all the kiddos unwrapping their gifts, and that was really fun. And then the final one was just New Year's Eve, and so I just stuck in some journaling about New Year's Eve and all the fun that we had. And that's pretty much it. And then the back page here is just an empty page. And that's it. And that's how my December daily went for this year. I'm really excited that it's finished. It was fun. It wasn't overwhelming. I didn't feel like if I didn't have anything to journal about on one day particularly, then I just didn't. And it was really kind of a no stress when it came to that. So I'm glad that I sort of handled it that way, and I'm really glad the way it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed but you enjoy these kinds of videos, then I invite you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. That way you can keep receiving my content. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.